Yes, Shay's been killing it, but how long can he keep it up? Forever.
Big game tonight.
I don't know about that. At some point, the law of averages kicks in and he'll come back down to earth. Even the best players in the league go through peaks and valleys.
I'm not buying it, Hank. Our boy is the truth.
Okay, maybe so, but I think he's due for a regression here. It's tough to keep this level of production up no matter who you are. But what do you guys think? Am I selling Chase short? Give us a call and we'll talk about it next on Hank and the Hornet.
Get hip or get stung.
And the Wizards ready to get to work on their home court. This was earlier today as they came through the tunnel. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C.
Yo, what it do, 2K fans? This your boy JuKIng the Boss, and we coming back at you with a little bit more NBA 2K21 discussion. Now, instead of talking about the leaks and the speculation that's going on in the community right now, and I did want to spend this time to focus on two features that I would love to see not only make a return, but see some major improvement. It's a small improvement that I feel will take the game a major step forward when it comes down to how well it's received and how well it's accepted. Now, we all know that 2K can do, 100 things right, and the one thing that they do wrong is that thing that could possibly hurt the game itself. So there are a couple of things that I want to talk about. Those two things are simple: the road to 99 and the rep system. These two things I feel could benefit from a secondary look and just some adjustments. So I'm hoping, because we already just a few weeks away from the release of 2K, so I'm hoping that these are things that they've taken into consideration, and these are some of the concepts behind how the new system will come into place when it comes down to the road to 99 and the rep system. So let's first start with the road to 99. So you all know that in previous 2Ks, in order to get to 99, it was locked behind repping up. But this time, the road to 99 was more so, once you get to 95, you can earn +4 in all of your stats, in all of your attribute categories. You can earn a +4 in each one of those, and you can get up to a 99.9, but they had this thing called the overall fluctuation system. Now, and I thought this was a cool concept. I thought it was a great idea. It was executed really well in career, but the online play, the play that they want to pride themselves on being the biggest part of the game. That's where the community really comes together and kind of really get it in. So the overall play online, when it comes down to the overall reward system, I think that was the biggest flaw that they had. And the problem was that if you played online and you was above a 95, the only way to continue to go up was to win. It had nothing to do, well, I won't say nothing, but it had little to nothing to do with your stats and how you played. It had everything to do with your wins and losses. Now, for those who go out there, get a lot of wins, this, that, and the other, I'm not sitting up here saying that a person should not be rewarded for a win. Just hear me out and let's see where we go with this one. Now, I think that a win should boost the overall score that you receive, but I don't think it should be the main factor of your overall score. So let's look at the player rating increases and decreases that we see 2K do throughout the year. Usually at the end of the week, they look at players' stats, what they've done over the course of the week, and they make a judgment as to where to increase or decrease this player's value in the game. So some players go up, some players go down. You could have a phenomenal week and be on a subpar team. So a player could have a phenomenal week and all of a sudden his team is, in a string of 6 games, his team was 2-4, but he had a phenomenal week. He improved every game. He got better. He became a threat on the court. Despite him being on a losing team, he usually gets a rating increase because of his production. So in NBA 2K21, what I want to see is, first and foremost, that your production becomes the main factor. And the reason why I want to see it done this way is because production isn't just about how many points you score, or how many steals you get, or how many blocks you get, or how many rebounds you get. It's about how effective you were for your team. If we put a system in place where we can see people get rewarded for playing some smart basketball, for playing some good basketball, you can see better matchups. Like, people will go out there with the goal to not only win, but to play better and get better. So all that's going to tie into an update on the rep reward system I would like to see in 2K21. But when it comes down to it, I don't want to see the Road to 99 online version of it get tied to wins mainly. I don't want to see it get tied to VC earn mainly, because it feels like it's tied to VC earn. And that's mainly because you could take an L in career. Okay, but you can put up a high scoring triple-double and broke a couple records and everything like that, and you get some big VC. Oh, yeah, you play like a 99.9. When, for real, you shot 30 for 102. You know what I'm saying? You took all the shots. You had 12 turnovers. And it's like, it looks at that VC you earned. And I don't know if that's accurate, but it just feels like it, and it seems like it, because the games where I get good amounts of VC are the games where I get the best rating increases on my player. So I want to see, first and foremost, we don't tie these things to the VC that you earn. The second thing is I want to see that, the main thing is I want to see that your production becomes the driving factor of the level that the game considers that you played at. Once the production is the deciding factor, things like getting a win could give you an extra boost. So, small example, let's say, for instance, you're playing a park game. You finish with a teammate grade of A-. You put up, 10, 15 of your team's 21 points. We've seen players put up 21 of the 21 points, right? And you took a L, all right? But you played well. So it says, hey, you played like a 98.9 or a 99.1, right? Now, because you got that A- teammate grade, you get 0.2 additional points towards your overall rep. Same thing with if you get the win. If you get the win, maybe give you a 0.5 or 0.3 extra points towards your rep. Towards your level, your overall. So instead of punishing players when they go out there and take L's, here's the thing about it. You drive people away from wanting to meet new people and play with new people and learn how new people play if the factor of the game boils around you got to win in order to be in all the time. Okay? I'm not saying that wins should not matter. I'm just saying that if you reward a player for winning the game with a boost to that setting, instead of punishing a player for losing a game, you won't have more players walking away and being upset that they took a L. So now we're going to discuss the rep system, and I got a lot to talk about on that one. Let's get to it.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, big win for you and your team fighting in the playoff race. Coming down the stretch, does it feel like every game has that postseason mentality?
The games certainly feel a lot more intense. One key for us is to don't try and do much as individuals. We want to play smart, keep steady. Hopefully by the end of the regular season, we're where we want to be.
And you've put yourself in great position to get that tonight. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David.
You guys have been
Great
playing
interview
pretty well
once
lately.
again.
Your net rating is solid, and things are really starting to mesh with the new lineup that you've been employing. So we have to know, are you thinking about playoffs?
Most definitely. That's the goal, right? And once we make the playoffs, anything can happen. So we all just want that shot. And like my man KG said, anything is possible! Shout out to KG, that's my homie.
Well, I'm sure he'll love to hear that. Thanks for your time, Che.
Hey, you got it.
Great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Washington Wizards here at Capital One Center. The Wizards with some momentum in their favor. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. A lot of rookies to like in this year's class, but Shaq, at this point, the favorite for Rookie of the Year has to be Che.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left. Young players develop at different speeds. But if I had to vote tomorrow, I'd cast my ballet for Shea.
Well,
Che.
Same thing,
but he was trying to rhyme.
Well, Che also rhymes with ballet.
That is true. But it didn't
Doesn't
flow.
have to be Shea.
Could have flowed.
Shea.
Okay.
I can't say my CHs. Like if it was a train was coming, it'd be shoo, shoo. Give me that shoo, shoo.
Well.
Go ahead, Kenny.
You know what?
Get me out of this.
You think about guys like Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Nasir Little. R.J. Barrett. They're mature, but Che, he's the hot name right now. He's hot. He's the hot name.
Is that Shea or Che?
Kind of like Luka Doncic was last year.
Doncic?
Yeah.
Man, you guys and your CHs.
Luka like Doncic.
What the heck is going
Luka
on?
Doncic.
All right, now that we done talked about the road to 99, let's focus on something that to me is really important when it comes down to its execution, and that is the rep reward system. Now, I truly believe that the rep reward system is great the way it is, but I think just like the road to 99, I think stats should factor into the amount of rep you could earn. And I also think wins should factor in the amount of rep you can earn. And I'm gonna break it down for you. It's simple. I want to see a rep system that rewards play and improvement, both individual and team. So it doesn't matter whether you're playing park with some randoms, you're playing pro 3v3 pro-am, you're playing rec with some randoms or some buddies, or you're playing pro-am with some buddies and everything. I want to see those things, like those stats that you put up and improve upon. So, the first game you played, you was scoring 8 points. You was getting, 3 assists. You was getting maybe 4 rebounds, something like that. And then as you start to get better on the stick and know how to position yourself a whole lot better and know how to put yourself in a position to make more happen, then all of a sudden you're seeing your numbers go up. And just like a team, when the numbers go up, that person will see some more floor time. They'll say, okay, this person is showing that they can make some moves and make some damage when they're out on the floor. Then let's give them some more play time. So if you are being rewarded for playing better, it really truly should showcase not just in 0.2% rep or 0.1% rep, and everybody's looking out for double rep weekends, double rep events. Everybody's looking out for that. Everybody's trying to spin the wheel, find the cheesiest way to spin the wheel to get the lucky double rep for 4 hours so that way they can take advantage of it. Here's another way of implementing this. Okay, now it also feels like the overall fluctuation. It also feels that like the overall fluctuation system, that the rep system is tied to VC and teammate grade more so than it should be. Okay, so a better implementation of it would be things like improving your grade average, your stats averages, and earning win streaks should reward you with rep boost. So the first one, teammate grade. As you finish games, whether it be park, whether it be pro-am, whether it be rec, as you finish games, improving your teammate grade and overall could be something that says, okay, we're going to give you a minor rep boost on top of what you already earned. Nothing major like a whole extra 10% or 5%. But if you're looking at it in a point system and everything, a few extra 100 points, depending on how many points is required to get to a certain level. The next one would be stat averages. So we all check our stat averages to see if our numbers are going up or down. And so what about being rewarded for things like that? When you complete games and improve stats, not just improve how many points you're scoring, improving things like your field goal percentage, improving things like your 3-point percentage, improving things like your blocks, improving things like your steals. Making those improvements could reward you with a more moderate rep boost. So if you're playing a par game, after you taking 3 shots, let's say they start counting 3 shots as the minimum you need to take in order for your percentage to be something that they look at for your rep boost. So you get you a few shots in, boom. And then in the Pro-Am and the Rec, it could be something like anywhere from 7 to 10 shots as a minimum guideline. But by improving these things and all these different things that you can improve upon on the game, you could earn a nice little rep boost because you're improving upon it. Now, the final one, this one right here, I've done a lot of thinking about it. So if you're playing MyCAREER and you get, and no, this is not about earning rep in MyCAREER. If you're playing MyCAREER and you play on Hall of Fame, you get a 1.6 times modifier. So you can earn a little more VC for winning games or for how well you do. So let's look at that model, right? And let's say you're in the park, you decide to go, you get a 5-game win streak going. You can get a multiplier of 1.25. You get 10 games, 1.5 multiplier. You get to 20 games, 2 times multiplier. And you can just stack that with the other few multipliers you can earn. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is I know people look at it and say that people will find a way to cheat that system. And I can sum that up right here with the quickest. In this system, people will always find a way to want to boost games. But if you put this system in play and you say that a team that's on a 5-game win streak, right, can't be sitting up there getting wins over and over on a team that's on a 5-game losing streak, because it's got to make people want to play others. Going up against people with a 20-game win streak make you want to challenge them because you can get a little extra boost by beating a team with a 20-game win streak. Now, we still got to fix a lot of mechanics and a lot of the gameplay glitches in the game to make these systems flawlessly acceptable. But I want to see an improvement on the rep system to balance both the good and the bad, and those who can play forever and those who can only play for a few minutes.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
I don't know, Shaq, man. I have to say my passing and my scoring. I mean, they go together, so how do you pick? That's like asking someone which one of their 2 children are their favorite. That's just something you don't do, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned that from a personal experience. You don't go down that road.
Well, I have 6 kids, and my daughters are my favorites.
Hey, Che, remember the winners of our youth league are here? You're one of the players they get to meet for winning this?
Okay, let me talk to the fans about you.
Okay, not too long. They're kids. They got to get home.
Hey, you got my jersey. That's what's up. Thanks, guys.
Keep it up. Keep on.
So we're starting to see your name come up a lot as we get into these MVP race discussions toward the end of the season.
Right.
Any thoughts there? Do you think you're the MVP?
Speaking honestly, yeah, I think I'm the MVP.
And why is that?
Look at me, man. You see anybody else doing what I'm doing, night after night? Nah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the best player in the league right now. Point blank, period.
Fair enough. Thanks, Che. That's it from me.
All right, man. Your Highness has spoken.
I hope you all enjoyed the series. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new so you catch all the new videos. If you want to continue watching that series, check out the video on the left. If you want to check out another series, check out the video on the right. If you got an idea for a different series you would love to see me play and give you my story-based content off of, let me know down in the comments below. Peace.